All right, lesson 5A, exploring exponential functions scenario. You're going to choose one of these models. Model 1, a price will be awarded that begins with $100 and then increases by $20 each week for 10 weeks. Or you could choose Model 2, where a price will be awarded that begins with $1 and doubles each week for 10 weeks. The actual price is how much it amounts to for each. So that's the actual price, the whatever it is, no? So at week 0, it will be 100 for Model 1, and for Model 2, it will be $1. And then for Model 1, what would it be for week 1? For Model 1, what would it be for week 1? How much would you take home? 120, and for week 2, 140. And for Model 2, you start with $1, and it doubles each week for 10 weeks. So for to begin with is 1, and so week 1 you would get how much? $2, because it's week 0 is to begin with is $1. Without doing any math, which one do you think is going to be the winner here? Anybody? Which one do you think is going to be the winner? Model 2 already? How? How do you know that? Maybe. Okay, so let's go ahead and do a table. Do a table. That's why you're getting a ruler. Make a nice table. Week 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way to 10. You got Model 1 and Model 2. So week 0 is the beginning amount. For Model 1 is 100. And for Model 2 is $1. Which one you like? Yeah, this is kind of like algebra 1. It is. So it's like review of algebra 1. So for model 1 is 100. You add 20, 120, 140, 160, 180, 200, 220, 240, 260, 280, 300. Model 2. All right, model 2. Dollar. All right, let's see if you guys can count exponentially without looking at anything. Don't look at anything at all. Don't look at anything at all. Double a dollar. If you double a dollar, how much is it? $2. If you double $2, how much is it? 4. Then what? 8. Hold on, let me hold on. All right, let's go. Next. Next. 32. Then 64. Let's go next. 128. Then next. 256. Then what? 512. Then what? 1024. So yes, Model 2 is better in the long run. Could we do this much faster and not do a table? Doing a table is kind of like a lot of work. So you would know that this is a linear function for Model 1. So you can actually just get an equation for it because it's a linear function. It's growing by a constant amount. So we can say that f of x, y is f of x. F of x equals the slope is increasing by how much every week? X, look weird, x plus b is the beginning amount. How much do you start with? Yeah, this is f of, then we want to know what? F of what, 10? F of 10 equals 20 times 10 plus 100. And that's going to give you what? 20 times 10 is 200 plus 100. We got 300? Yes? Yeah, I was watching my videos because I have no life. And I do a lot of So I'm going to be more conscious about not doing that. All right. Y equals 8 times beta to the power of x is, let's see here. Model 2 is exponential. And the way it works is like this. Y is going to equal 2. And a beginning amount where A is going to represent a beginning amount. A is the beginning amount. And then B, which is a variable, B is what you are doing to that initial amount. So B is the, if it's greater than 1, it will be a growth factor. So it's like what you are doing to the initial amount. Initial amount. To the power of x, if we're using to the power of x, x is that many times. That is, no, y equals 8 times. This is a multiplication here. Times, it's a dot. That's the formula for exponential. That's an exponential equation. Y equals 8 times b to the power of x, where a is the initial amount. A is 1. B is what are we doing to that initial amount? We are doubling it. What number constitutes to doubling? What number constitutes to doubling? You double something because you it's a 2, no? Double. If you triple it, it will be what? It will be 3. If you quadruple it, it will be 4. Yes. So so you're doubling it. So that b value is going to be 2. All right. So we're going to use that. And now we can say y is, put it in function notation. So that we're going to say f of 10. F of 10 equals 1 times 2 to the power of 10. And order operation again. We do the power first and then multiply it by that number in the front, which is 1, and it does nothing. So 2 to the 10th power is 1024. Yeah, this is a review of Algebra 1 pretty much right now. We good? Write those down, those integer exponents. This is like math facts for 7th grade. What is 2 to the 3rd, 2 squared, 2 to the 1, 2 to the 0 power, 2 to the negative 1, 2 to the negative 2, 2 to the negative 3. All right, let's start on the left over there, on the right side over there. Becky, what is 2 to the 3rd? What is 2 to the 3rd power worked out? 8. What the heck? Why is it there? It should be more over there. All right. Who's next? Perla, 2 squared.
4.
Evelyn, 2 to the 1. Here we go. Diego, 2 to the 0 power. Loud. What? What did you just say?
0.
0? Huh? What is it? 0? 2? All right, let me explain this. Let me go over it. Let me kind of figure it out. Let's figure it out. Is there a pattern here? Let's figure it out. I'm getting this next number to be 4. How can we see a pattern out of this to figure out what this is? The base here is 2. The power is 3. The base, if I divide 8 divided by 2, what is 8 divided by 2? I'm getting this number. What is 4 divided by 2? 4 divided by 2 is 2. What is 2 divided by 2? Logically, it has to make sense that this is correct. The answer is 1. Now, we continue on with that same pattern of understanding that instead of keep multiplying by 2, we're dividing by 2. All right, be quiet here. Who's that next over there? Brian, what's the next answer? -2. Interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting. Why would we all of a sudden change up the rule that I just said? So what I said was 8 divided by 2 is 4. Why would I change it? 4 divided by 2 is 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 1 divided by 2. What's 1 divided by 2? I think it's just 1/2. 0.5. But I'll leave it as 1/2. Then, David, what would be the next one then? 1/4. So, what, see, look. What is, we're dividing by 2. Would you agree that 1/2 is 50 cents? What's half of 50 cents? Half of 50 cents, I think half of, would it be a quarter, like actual quarter? Yeah. What's half of a fourth? What's half of a fourth? An eighth. All right, good, let's continue. Lose. What's lose? What's 3 to the third? Loud.
27.
27. Janet, 3 squared. 9. Is it Janet or is it Jeanette? Hillary, 3 to the 1 power? 3. Rosalind, 3 to the 0 power is 1. Ulises, 3 to negative 1 power. Loud. 1/3. 3 to negative 2 power. Leonardo. 3 to negative 2 power. Huh? 1/9. Yeah, continue on with my Adam. Adam. What's 3 to negative 3? 1/27. Basically, look, I don't know what to tell you guys. Pattern recognition. Huh? Yes or no? Pa. 4 to the third. 64. 4 squared. 16. 4 to the 1. Isabella? Huh? 4? 4 to the 0? 1. I already gave it away. Oh, shit, you see. Lorena. 4 to the negative 1? 1/4. Yep. Brianna. 1/16. 1. 1/64. What's that? Skyler? What's the 5 to the third? 5 times 5. 25 times 5. 5 quarters. 5 quarters.
75.
5 quarters. 5 squared, everybody, let's go. 5 squared. You use a calculator? 25. 5 to the 1 is 5 to the 0, 1. 5 to the negative 1, 1/5. 5 to the negative 2 power, 1/25. 1 over what? 125. All right, next, moving on. We're going to evaluate the expression without using a calculator. No calculator. 81 to the 1/4 power. What is 81 to the 1/4 power? No calculators? Let me see how good you are that this was already taught. I think these are standards that were already taught before. So let's see. Anybody know the answer? Raise your hand. Don't just say it. Don't shout it out. Say it. Raise your hand. Who's got the answer to 81 to the 1/4 power? It's okay. It's, maybe are you going to give it a shot over here? Anybody? So Yuri, what do you got? What? Luz.
I just remember it's base and root, but I forgot what you put them.
Yes, that's right. Look, everybody, you can rewrite a fractional exponent as a radical, okay? So, boom, like there's a radical. This goes in the index. The numerator goes in the index. And then you can go 81 to the 1 power. That's regular. You can put it outside or inside. It doesn't matter. You could put it here if you wanted to. What's the 4th root of 81? Meaning what number multiplied by itself 4 times equals 81? 3. 3. Why is it 3? Because 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, that's 9. That's 9 times 9, 81. 81 to the 1 power is 81. Problem number 2. Raise your hand if you got the answer already. Raise your hand if you got the answer already. No calculator? Who's got it? Raise your hand. Oh, so Yuri, what do you got?
4.
All right. So again, look. That goes in the index, the denominator. It doesn't matter which way you do it. You can put the 2 inside and then do the. But I'd rather go like this. It's easier doing it like this. Why? Because cube root of 8 is a number multiplied by itself 3 times is 8. That would be 2. That would be 2 squared is 4. You could actually do it the other way, but it's a little more complicated. Well, not complicated, more work, more maybe. 8 squared is what? 64. 64 cube root of 64, it would be 4. Because 4 times 4 is 16. 16 times 4 is 64. All right, let's go. Number 3. You got it. Raise your hand. You got it. What you got? 9. Cube root of negative 27. That would be cube root of negative 27. That would be what? Negative 3? Yep. Negative 3 squared is 9. Yep. All right. Who got this one? Raise your hand. Somebody, yeah, you got it. Somebody else. Yeah. Somebody else. Come on, let's go. Giovanni, what do you got? 32. Square root of 4 is 2. 2 to the 5th. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 is 32. Find the real solutions of the equation. 5. Continue. So we're solving this. And like we said before, that when you're solving equations, and you got something times something, the opposite of the inverse operation of multiply is going to be what? Divide. The inverse operation of add is subtract. And the inverse operation of cubing it, if you cube it, what would be the inverse operation of cubing it? Cube root it. Cube root it. Cube root it. Didn't we do this already? Cube root it? Yeah, cube root it. And then that cancels this out. Then you get x equals what? Didn't we just do this again? Isn't it 5? 5? Because it's odd powered, it would just have one of them. As opposed to if it was even, it would be a plus or minus. Here we go. Number 6. What is step 1? Take away 36 from both sides. X to the 6th is what? Equal to. X to the 6th is going to equal to what? 100 minus 36 is what? 64? Now how do I get the x by itself? How do we get the x by itself? What do we say? What do we say? 6 rooted. 6 rooted. 6 rooted. 6 rooted. X equals 6 root of 64 will be plus or minus because the even index number, power, you know. It's going to be plus or minus what? What number multiplied by itself 6 times is 64. The number is 2. Plus or minus 2. Seven. What is step number 1 for number 7? Fourth rooted. Fourth rooted is correct. Fourth rooted. X minus 5 is going to equal 2. What's the fourth root of 10,000? What number multiplied by itself 4 times is 10,000? 10 is correct. 10 times 10? 100. 100 times 10? 1,000. 1,000 times 10? 10,000. It's plus or minus 10. Like I just said, it's a 4th degree. So you can already separate them as equal to 10 and negative 10. And then solve them separately. Add 5 here, cancel, it'll be 15, x equal to 15. And then add 5 over there, x equals negative 5. Oh, that's it. Oh, easy. Easy day.